It's all about money in modern football. There's no point denying it. Top footballers play for top clubs and get top salaries. Sounds pretty obvious, and yet there are exceptions. There are some key players who get paid less than bench warmers. No wonder such players are often unhappy with that and would like to change clubs. However, some of them don't mind that and keep playing for the club no matter how low the salary. Today's video is about 10 best footballers who are being criminally underpaid. But first we suggest you answer today's question. Of these 4 players, who has the biggest salary in the Premier League? Romelu Lukaku, Cristiano Ronaldo, Kevin De Bruyne, Jack Grealish? Share your guess in the comments. Now let's go. Number 1. Tio Hernandez, Milan, €1.5 million per year. Tio Hernandez joined Milan in summer 2019 as Real Madrid sold him for €21.5 million. In his first season for Milan, the young Frenchman showed himself to be good enough to be a first-choice player for the club. As for now, he's surely one of the best Serie A left-backs. His stats are pretty impressive, 17 goals and 18 assists in 2.5 seasons for Milan, so we may even call Tio the biggest star for Rossoneri. But despite that, he's only the 13th highest paid Milan player. His annual salary is €1.5 million. Just so you could compare, Luka Hernandez, Tio's brother, has been earning €10.2 million per year since he joined Bayern Munich and is not as crucial for the team. A first-choice centre-back, but nothing more than that. However, Milan has finally decided to offer Tio a new contract with a much higher salary of €4 million. Though the Frenchman is considering his options, as many clubs would love to sign him, among them PSG. The French super club may offer way more than Milan, so Tio Hernandez is yet to make a choice. Number 2.
Aurélien Tchouaméni, Monaco, €1,172,000 per year. Aurélien Tchouaméni has become one of the main discoveries of Ligue 1 for the last 1.5 seasons. The player developed so rapidly that in autumn Didier Deschamps even called him up to the France national team to play as a first 11 player in the World Cup qualifications. Tchouaméni plays as a defensive midfielder, and he possesses all the necessary skills to fulfill this role. Though the Frenchman is one of the best players at Monaco, he's still 11th by the wage, earning only €1,172,000 per year. That's a miserable wage for the French national, considering that Paul Pogba, for instance, earns more than €17 million per year. However, there's a chance Tchouaméni gets a raise this summer, as several super clubs are interested to sign him. It is believed that Real Madrid and Chelsea are among them. Chelsea manager Thomas Tuchel is a huge fan of the player and is going to do all he can to persuade the board to bring the Frenchman to Stamford Bridge.
Number 3. Scott McTominay, Manchester United, €1,170,000 per year. Scott McTominay comes from the Manchester United Academy. He has spent all his career at Man United so far. After McTominay played for various Man United youth teams, he made his first team debut in May 2017. There was an away game against Arsenal. United were losing 2-0 7 minutes before the final whistle, and Jose Mourinho decided he had nothing to lose, so he brought the youngster in. McTominay was good enough to impress the manager, so the Scotsman became a part of the first team next season. A defense-minded central midfielder was what Mourinho wanted for his counter-attacking football against stronger sides. The hard-working midfielder has played 107 Premier League matches for Manchester United in 4.5 seasons, scored 11 goals and made 2 assists. However, Man United has no intention of awarding the club's faithful servant with a higher salary. McTominay's current salary is €1,170,000 per year, the lowest in the squad. Just to think of it, Anthony Martial, the one who hardly ever plays for Man United, earns $15 million. Surprisingly, McTominay doesn't mind that. He is happy to play for the club, and there hasn't been a single rumor about the Scotsman being unhappy. He signed his current contract half a year ago and never demanded a high salary. Seems like Scott is a rare exception, a footballer who doesn't care about money. Number 4. Ferland Mendy, Real Madrid, €3.2 million per year. Ferland Mendy joined Real Madrid in summer 2019. It took him half a year to win a place in the first squad, ahead of the club legend Marcelo. Unlike the Brazilian, Mendy was solid in defense. That was the way to earn Zinedine Zidane's trust. So far, Ferland has played 86 games for Real Madrid, 4 goals, 5 assists. Now Ancelotti is in charge, but the Frenchman is still the first option. However, Mendy's salary is 2 times lower than Marcelo's, even though the veteran has as few as 5 appearances for the club this season. The Frenchman earns €3,200,000 per year. There's only one Real Madrid player to earn less, Andre Lunin, who earns €3 million. Mendy is eager to get himself a new contract, unlike the club. The reason for that may be Gareth Bale and Eden Hazard. Those two earn too much, so the club is unable to offer Mendy a higher salary. Unless the club gets rid of them and offers a new contract to Mendy, the player may consider leaving Real Madrid to join a club that will appreciate his performance, but it's too early to tell. Number 5. Andrea Belotti, Torino, €2 million per year. For at least 6 years, Andrea Belotti has been considered one of the best Serie A strikers. He has scored 107 goals and made 28 assists in 238 games for his current club Torino. A Squadra Azzurra player as well since 2016, won the Euro 2020. Big clubs have been following the striker for years, but the buyout clause of €100 million is why he's still at Torino. And that is also the reason for Andrea being underpaid. His salary is €2 million per year. That is the highest salary for a Torino player, but still, compared to some others, it does look low. Other Serie A strikers as a rule earn more than that. Borja Mayoral, for example. The Spaniard earns €200,000 more, even though he hardly plays for Roma. Anyway, Andrea Belotti's contract is about to expire this summer. Even if Torino offers the player a higher salary, there won't be that big a difference. So it seems like Belotti, who's in his prime, will change clubs. He's turning 28 soon after all. Number 6. Pedro, Barcelona, €1,900,000 per year. An 18-year-old rising star, Pedro impressed the football world last season. His incredible work rate allowed him to take part in 73 games in all competitions for Barca and Spain in his first senior season and break Bruno Fernandes's record. And it's not only the fact that he played so many matches, he was a key player for both the club and the national team. But the salary such an important player is earning is surprisingly low, €1.9 million per year. He used to earn way less. He has recently signed a new contract and his salary has doubled. But just so you know, Martin Braithwaite, who's been more like a meme for Barca, earns €5.9 million per year. It might be the crisis that didn't let Barcelona to pay him more. The financial situation of the club has been terrible lately. As for now, it seems like Pedro understands that, but if he changes his mind for some reason, he will find it difficult to change clubs. Until 2026, the only way for a club to sign Pedro is to pay €1 billion, his buyout clause. Number 7. Bukayo Saka, Arsenal, €1,800,000 per year. Bukayo Saka has been crucial for Arsenal for quite a time. He's also becoming more and more important for England. Gareth Southgate, the head coach, seems to trust the youngster. He let him take the decisive penalty in the Euro 2020 final, and even though Saka missed, his performance was one of the reasons England reached that final. As for his club performance, he's been leading Arsenal's attacks for about 3 seasons already. The Englishman has played 79 Premier League games, scored 12 goals and made 13 assists. He's extremely versatile, able to play on any side of the pitch, winger or wing-back. And yet, Bukayo Saka earns way less than some players who are way past their prime. Callum Chambers is a very good example, as he earns €2.9 million per year, while Saka earns €1.8 million. Even though Chambers has been playing for Arsenal since 2014, he's been having little to none playing time in recent years, and only 5 games this season. As for Saka, he signed his current contract in summer 2020. He didn't demand a high salary from the Gunners, even though he already was an important first-team player. Bukayo keeps on playing for Arsenal without any complaints. For example, about Nicolas Pepe, who's more often seen sitting on the bench and still earns 6.5 million more than Saka. However, it is said that Arsenal is about to offer the young Englishman a new contract with a higher salary that will last until 2027. Number 8. Miguel Oyarsabal, Real Sociedad, €2,200,000 per year. Since 2019, Miguel Oyarsabal has been playing for Spain. Though some think that's surprising. Why would Luis Enrique start a Real Sociedad player while he has plenty of Manchester City and Real Madrid players? But Miguel's place in the squad is fully deserved. His incredible football intelligence is why he is considered a world-class midfielder. Many big clubs have been following him for a while, but Miguel still remains a Sociedad player. Last season, Oyarzabal, the captain, scored a winning goal in the Copa del Rey final against Athletic Bilbao. It was him who led his team to the 5th place in La Liga with his 11 goals and 8 assists, allowing Sociedad to play in the Europa League. This season's campaign for Real Sociedad looks even more promising. The team is competing for the top 4 and may play in the Champions League next season. But still, Real Sociedad is a relatively small club, unable to pay high salaries to the players. €2.2 million per year is how much Miguel Oyarzabal earns. Miguel's future depends upon his team's results. If Sociedad makes it into the Champions League at the end of this season, it is possible that Oyarzabal will stay. But if they don't, we may expect him to leave for a more ambitious club this summer. There are clubs who would love to sign the Spaniard and are ready to offer him a salary he deserves. Number 9. Edouard Mendy, Chelsea, €3,170,000 per year. 7 years ago, Edouard Mendy was about to quit football at the age of 22. In 2014, he had no club and was relying on welfare. That made him think over and over again if it was worth it. Mendy was about to give up on football and apply for a clothing store manager job. But at the last moment there came an offer from Marseille, as the club needed 3rd goalkeeper. 6 years passed and Mendy received a call from Chelsea. The Blues were looking for a first-choice keeper. That was quite an unexpected move, as many would expect Chelsea to go for Jan Oblak at the very least. But as a result, Edouard Mendy fit the Blues like a glove. A cheap signing turned out to be a bargain. In his first season for Chelsea, Mendy won the Champions League, and his 10 clean sheets made him the best keeper of the tournament. He was also tipped to win the Lev Yashin Trophy, though it was Gianluigi Donnarumma to be the winner. Now Mendy is among the Premier League leaders on clean sheets and on save percentage. But despite all the things he has achieved, he has a pretty low salary, €3,170,000 per year. Kepa Arrizabalaga, who's now the 2nd option for Chelsea, earns €9,350,000. It is understandable. You wouldn't expect Chelsea to offer a huge salary to a Rennes keeper. However, it is still unlikely that Mendy would get such a contract even if Kepa is sold.
Number 10. Trevor Chalobah, Chelsea, €737,811 per year. Last summer, Trevor Chalobah was confident he would leave for another loan spell, but Chelsea manager Thomas Tuchel had other plans for him. The German coach saw the Englishman's talent and decided to keep him at the club. On his Premier League debut, Chalobah shocked the fans by scoring a long-distance goal against Crystal Palace. Later, he scored against Southampton and Juventus in the Champions League. Today, Chalobah is a first-11 player for Chelsea, if he's not injured, of course. Nevertheless, the Englishman is earning €737,811 per year, which is ranked 27th at the club. For comparison, even Marcus Bertinelli, the 3rd goalkeeper, earns way more. What's more, Chalobah signed a new contract in November, so his salary raise is still a question. Hopefully, a question of time.
These players understand that they could earn more, but smaller clubs can't afford spending more money on salaries, so their leaders leave for bigger clubs. So there are 2 options. It's either you move to a top club to win trophies and earn millions, or you show loyalty and stay, even though your club may never play in the Champions League and never compete for a league title. And what would you choose? Let us know in the comments. And also let us know what player is the most important for his team. We would like to know your opinion. See you soon.